Congratulations on being selected as your building's Teacher of the Year. This is Robin Hilger. I'm the Chief Programs Officer at the Foundation for Oklahoma City Public Schools, and it's my honor to be your guide through the District Teacher of the Year process. The OKCPS District Teacher of the Year program is a partnership between the district and the Foundation. I have the pleasure of administrating all aspects of the program, and working with Building Teachers of the Year is one of the highlights of my year. Within this video, we'll go over all the details for the District Teacher of the Year process, and I'll share with you some tips and suggestions as you prepare for your mini portfolio submission. As a former District Teacher of the Year, I know the anxiety that can happen when preparing for this selection process. It's my job to make sure you feel comfortable and confident in your submissions. So, let's get started. All information about the District Teacher of the Year process is published in the Teacher of the Year packet. If your FAC chair has not given you the packet, you can download it at www.okcteachers.com under the Awards tab and then OKCPS Teacher of the Year. In fact, all information about the Teacher of the Year process can be found on this webpage, and we'll use it to keep you updated throughout the process. While you are going to get a lot of information through this video, it's important to note that it is your responsibility to make sure that you read the Teacher of the Year packet in its entirety. This informational video should be considered a supplement to the packet. One of the most important aspects of ensuring you have a smooth journey through the process is to make sure you have all the important dates marked on your calendar. The entire calendar can be found on page 7 of the packet. The most important next date is November the 6th. Your mini portfolio is due to the Foundation office no later than 4:30 p.m. on this date. You may deliver your portfolio any time before the deadline. However, no late submissions will be accepted for any reason. You will want to make sure that you know how to get to our office, and you'll want to plan ahead to make sure that your portfolio is delivered on time. Unfortunately, even personal emergencies like being sick or having a car problem will not be granted any time extensions. Plan ahead now. The selection committee will meet all day on Saturday, November the 10th to score your portfolios. They will select 9 finalists who will then move on in the process. If you are a finalist, you will be called on November the 10th. It is likely late in the evening by the time the committee is finished. Only the finalists need to review the rest of the calendar. Note there's a finalist meeting on November the 14th. In case of bad weather, we do have a bad weather policy in place. If OKCPS is officially closed due to inclement weather on any submission date, materials will be due the next day school is in session by 4:30 p.m. The packet contains all the specific guidelines and requirements you'll need to complete and submit your portfolio. The format requirements found on page 8 are not suggestions, they are requirements. These requirements ensure that all portfolios are assessed on the quality of the content and not on any additional factors like a teacher's ability to scrapbook or use special graphics. Portfolios that do not adhere to the requirements will incur a 5-point standard deduction from each selection committee member. The District Teacher of the Year and finalists represent our school district to our community on a regular basis. It is critical that they are able to follow instructions and put together information in very specific ways. As you know, teachers are held to a very high standard, and your material submission for this process is no exception. I would highly recommend that you ask a trusted colleague in your building to review the format instructions with you and to give your portfolio a double check. Often someone in your building that is a former finalist or a National Board Certified teacher would be excellent help to you because they have been through processes that have strict format requirements. It breaks my heart every year as the program administrator to see a teacher lose critical points on such basic things as following the page limits or using the correct font. Let's review the requirements. The first set of format requirements is easy. Submit your portfolio in a 1-inch 3-ring binder. The binder color is your choice. Please use only 8.5 by 11 white paper. Pages should be printed front side only. Use 1-inch margins, the top, bottom, left, and right. Use 12-point Times Roman or Times New Roman font. And all your response sections must be typed and double-spaced. However, you do not need to skip extra lines between your paragraphs. Sheet protectors are required. Please place each page of your portfolio in your binder in a sheet protector. Please divide the sections using tabs. you may use full page tabs that are placed in front of the start of the sections, or use self-adhesive tabs that stick to the edge of sheet protectors. Put the name of the response section on the corresponding tab. Your response sections must be submitted in the order that they're listed in the packet. Finally, strictly adhere to the page limit set for each response section. No pictures of any kind are to be included in your portfolio. Your name and the school name should only appear on your basic data sheet. Do not use your name or school name in any of your other written materials. If you must reference your school, an example of something you could use as a place filler is use E Elementary School, or just say my school. If you need to reference yourself, you can use your initials, like Mrs. H. It is highly recommended that you write in first person. Do not include any additional sheets or information within your portfolio. The portfolio is structured to be short and succinct. You do not need to attempt to put anything extra into your portfolio. Now, let's get started on what you actually have to submit. There are 5 portfolio sections: the basic data sheet, biographical information, philosophy of teaching, professional development, and parent-school community involvement. The basic data sheet is a form that you will download, fill out, and print for submission within your portfolio. You can find the basic data sheet on the Teacher of the Year website. It contains simple information like your contact information, years of service, the degrees you hold, and any other awards or honors that you may have been presented. Don't forget to sign the basic data sheet. The second section is biographical information. This is your opportunity to tell the committee why you became a teacher. How did you get to this point? There isn't a right or wrong answer to any section of the portfolio. Just be open and honest and be yourself. What is your story and your journey into the classroom? You don't need to recap your entire life from birth unless that's connected to your journey to the classroom. Note, you only have 2 double-spaced typed pages. Not every path is a straight one into the classroom. Yes, some teachers even write about how they absolutely did not want to become a teacher, but then they go on to describe their journey and how that changed their mind. This section lets us get to know you and your story. Section 3, the philosophy of teaching. What do you believe and feel about teaching? What is at the heart of our profession? I want to encourage you to think deeply and stretch beyond the all children can learn basic. You wouldn't be in this position if you didn't believe that. Why do you get up and do this every day, day in, day out? I thought about this section as my personal mission statement. It's the feelings and beliefs about why you do what you do. And again, no more than 2 typed pages. Section 4, Professional Development. This is not a listing of every PD session you've ever been to. Everyone has that list. We all know PD is only valuable when it impacts the way our students learn. It changes us for the better. What has been impactful professional development for you, and how has it impacted your students' learning? Don't use all your space describing every little detail of the training. Use your space to detail how you have put that training to work in your classroom. Use examples and be specific. Please, no more than 2 typed pages. Finally, school, parent, and community involvement. This section gives you the opportunity to talk about how you engage parents and your wider school community. You are all busy people and coordinate 1,000 things that happen before, during, and after the school day. This is your opportunity to talk about your engagement activities. Notice the page limit is different here. Only 1 typed page. Scoring and selection. How are you going to be evaluated? Our goal is to run a transparent and fair process. Rumors of fraudulent processes or popularity contests disparage the work that all teachers have done to showcase their professional knowledge and skill in this process. I'm proud of our efforts to ensure that the process is carried out in a way that honors all educators who submit their work for evaluation. We take our job very seriously. You are scored in categories, and those categories and the point system can be found on page 9 in the packet. There are no surprises. The selection committee is made up entirely of educators and administrators only from Oklahoma City Public Schools. There is no committee discussion at any time. Your name and your school name are withheld from the committee during the selection process, and the top 9 scoring portfolios are the ones that will be selected as the finalists. So what are the next steps and what are the prizes? The selection committee will select 9 finalists on Saturday, November the 10th. If you are chosen as one of the 9 finalists, you will receive a phone call that evening to inform you of your selection. Unfortunately, with typically more than 70 submissions, it's impossible for us to contact each teacher that submitted a portfolio. You will be notified via email of who was selected as finalist, and you may contact me to see your evaluation sheets from the selection committee if you wish to discuss it. If you are selected as a finalist, we will have a meeting from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on November the 14th to detail all the next steps. Please hold this time on your calendar now, as this is a very important meeting date. We are proud to be able to award recognition and cash prizes to our Teachers of the Year. All building Teachers of the Year will have their names published in our annual Stars of Education magazine, which is released in late April. If you're selected as one of the 9 finalists, you will receive a $750 cash award. And if you are selected as the District Teacher of the Year, you will receive a $1,500 award. Finally, if you have any questions or need any help, feel free to contact me. I don't score portfolios so that I can serve as a resource for you. If you would like for me to read any of your materials prior to submission, I'll be happy to do it. Please note that the earlier you can get materials to me, the more likely I am to be able to help you. As the deadline approaches, my time becomes limited, and I sometimes have to turn away requests for reading. Email is typically the best way to reach me, and if you send me an email and don't have a response within 24 hours, please call, because it means I probably didn't get your email. Congratulations again on your selection as a Building Teacher of the Year. I hope you found this informational video helpful, and we wish you the best of luck on your mini portfolio submission. Thank you for doing the most important work in our city every day.